Okay, so where do I start? Okay, so let me just start from the beginning. I met this guy back in spring of 2024, and I was just a random day. Me and my son went to go to the corner store to get some lemonade, and he, approached me in the parking lot on his motorcycle, and he was like, "What will it take for me to take you out?" And, handsome guy, facial hair, muscular build, white tee. I was like, take my number. I was with my son. I left it alone. Like, take my number, call me, text me, we'll talk from there. In a rush, gotta go. Bye. And a couple days later, not even a couple days later, like probably a day, I don't know when the time frame exactly, but he hit me up. We get began chit chatting and we started talking. And I think I am going to, I just call him by his zodiac sign. He's a Virgo, so we're gonna just say Virgo. And chit chatting, dating, linking up, going out, having a good old time. And then he reveals to me that he is married. Because people have patterns. If you sit back and watch how people move, you can tell how they live. I'm all like, what's up? I mean, you always in my house at a certain time, you always see me at a certain time. Like, it was like from 6 to 10, that was like our time every day. It was like, I gotta go cook my kids, da 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 da. I'm like, okay, but I didn't think nothing of it. But I'm like, oh, okay. Of course, he says, I'm getting out of it. I don't want to be there. I'm miserable. Da 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 da. And I'm like, okay, now is your chance to leave this guy alone. Run for the hills. Or, girl, if you want to entertain him and do your big one, then do it. And I won't even say my big one like that. I mean, he did for me and my kids. I mean, anything around the house, he was a super handy man. He put my blinds up. He did a lot of things around the house. He made sure my grass was cut. Um, he spent time with my kids. I mean, it was just like good. It was, for once, it was like good to have like masculine energy around the house because it's just been me and my boys for so long. And then I said, okay, I'll keep him as a friend. Whenever I need something, I hit him up. Da, 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 da. So I had this conversation with him. I said, you're in a marriage. You know what I mean? You're not legally divorced. I said, I think we can just be friends. And then that's when he said no. He goes, I want to be more than friends. I want to be your man. And I said, sir, I'm looking at him. He looking at me. I'm like, ugh. I don't think he understand what I said. I said, you're going to be my friend, right? That didn't go over too well, right? So he was like, I like you. He was like, you're everything. He goes, my energy changes when I'm with you. I'm more happier. You give me a sense of living. And then I say, get a fucking divorce. And it was just, that was like the conversation. And then it was nothing like, he didn't put no time frame on when he was gonna get his divorce. He was like, I'm gonna get one, that type of thing, right? So I fell back a little bit, did my own thing, and of course, I miss you. Where you been? I miss being with you. Da 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 da. Ignore, ignore, ignore. And then he just starts applying pressure. I mean, like, he was like, I need to talk to you. I need to tell you why I can't get a divorce. And she knows that I'm seeing someone else, and she says she's not going nowhere. And but I gotta tell you why I can't get a divorce. And I'm like, okay, we can have this conversation. I'm telling my friends and family about this guy. Hold on, put a pin in that. I'm telling my friends and family about this guy. I mean, I'm excited. Like, we finna, and he had me outside. It wasn't like I was a secret. Like, I popped up to his to the club with him and his homies. Like, it wasn't like people knew that we was talking or whatever. But she didn't know who I was. Like, she couldn't put the name to the face. Like, she knew about me, but she didn't know it was me, if that makes sense. Okay, so And he's a good dude. I mean, overall, other than his character flaw of him like not going through the process of getting a divorce, and I mean, he has a heart of gold. Like, he will give you the shirt off his back, and he is a loving, kind of person. And it's very country, very traditional, very I'm the man, I'm the provider, I'm the protector type of thing, right? Love it. So, anyways, hold on, wait, he's married. Keep that in mind. Okay, so then we had a conversation, and he was telling me that he couldn't get a divorce because he got caught up in a situation, and if he leaves his wife, she will go to the laws and put him in jail for the rest of his life. Like, she was all like, I will rock your world. I will, you got me effed up. If you think you finna leave me, that type of thing. So initially he felt stuck. And that was a lot for me. I wasn't expecting that. I'm thinking the property, the kids, financial support, money. She can't leave because of the money or whatever. That's the lines I was thinking about. But putting a whole individual in jail, like, okay. And y'all was like, how you know he telling the truth? Okay, so then he three with his sister. And he was all like, I'm gonna call my sister or something. And he did. And they just having like a random conversation. And he was all like, remember I got a conversation you was in my ear? And the sister was like, yeah, and your wife said that she was gonna rock your world if you leave her because you did something to her. And he was like, yeah, remember? And she know I got a girlfriend, right? Yeah, she know about her. But she said that she not leaving you. Like, she like reiterated everything he done told me about the situation, right? And y'all probably like that probably scripted, but it seemed random. It seemed like out the blue. It seemed like a brother and sister just having a conversation. I don't know if it's scripted. I don't know. My homegirls were like, it might be scripted. It wasn't that deep for me to even care because I didn't put all my eggs in one basket with him, y'all. Childless, and I was doing me childless, and he was one of many. He don't know that, but I'm telling y'all, like, child, I'm entertaining this, okay? Because in my mind, I had to put him in the compartment to where this guy my friend, I can't take him serious. He is married anyways. But the whole point of this story is, for one, never be too desperate or needy of a man to where you lose yourself. Because if I was a weak female, I would have fell for the games, the tricks, the manipulation, all that stuff. I finally cut him off and fell back for him completely because it was just like a waste of my time. I felt like he was sucking up energy I became given like to other candidates. But he had like his six-month run with me and stuff, and really getting to know a person. And child, when I tell you the leopard spots don't change, they don't change. I don't really know the ins and outs of their relationship to even speak on that. But what I can say is that I have no business speaking on it because I'm dealing with him in a whole different light. Like, I'm dealing with him like me and him got a situation going on, right? So it wasn't like I was competing with the wife or I was trying to take her man or anything like that. That wasn't even the energy. But hopefully, like, when y'all in these situations, you guys got to remember to put your mental health first, put your sanity first, making sure that you go to bed with a peace of mind. Because to be honest, I really didn't have no business dealing with this guy, but I did, and I entertained it for a minute, right? But like I said, I can do that. I'm cute, I'm young, I'm single, I'm outside, so it wasn't really nothing for me to be like, oop, switch gears. Okay, I'm finna go so to Dallas, or I'm finna go to Houston, or I'm finna turn up in Miami. Like, and he hated that shit, right? Because he knew that I ain't got no baby by this man. I'm not his wife. Like, he couldn't trap me. He really couldn't trap me. Oh yeah, that's a whole nother story. Like, he wanted me to have his baby and everything, child. I was all like, for what? Like, there is no there is no reason for me to have your baby. What is the purpose of me having your baby? Make it make sense. But yeah. So don't worry about what a guy tells you. Worry about how he treats you and handles you. I mean, he spoke highly of me to his friends and family. He treated me with the utmost respect, but he didn't fulfill the whole relationship package. Like, it was some gaps missing, right? Like the quality time, or I start to see like the date nights like trickle down and get depleted. And it's like the more she knew about me, the more he was showing up for her. The wife, I'm trying to say. I'm not finna fight. Sis, you can have him. That's your man. Girl, do what you gotta do, sis. Okay? Make it work out, girl. Okay? I'm rooting for y'all. That's what I was on, right? Um, and then oh, I forgot to tell y'all this part. So we was at my house chilling one night, and she pulled up on the house. Child, she pulled up, and he was she was like, "This is what we doing. Oh, that's her. That's her. I can't believe it. Where your ring at?" And she was just like really on his neck. And I'm just looking like, okay, I guess I'm finna go in the house, because she didn't come at me disrespectfully. She wasn't coming at me. She was mostly on his neck. But ever since that incident, yeah, he's been at home more. I'm cracking up. LOL. It's really not funny. Like, it's not cute. It's really not cute. But I felt like she did. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they got going on. But I'm just saying, like, know your self-worth. Know that, no matter what nobody tell you, what are they doing? You know what I mean? It'd be a whole different story if he was like showing up for me and really like being like physically, in my life presence more than what he was. But it was like, okay, he in and out, which I don't mind, because he wasn't my man. Like, I didn't make him like my man, right? Does that make sense? So, yeah, that's just that on that. And I told my homegirl, she was like, don't do it. And then my cousin was like, it's what you want to do, it's your life. I mean, you already know what comes with it. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, okay, I experimented. I put my toe into the fire a little bit. And then, I experienced dealing with a married man. I can, say, okay, yeah, I deal with a married man. Call me whatever, aside, whatever. I don't care, because he wasn't the only one I was dealing with, right? It'd be different if I had to cut off all my guys and be with him. I would have my heart broke. My heart will be broken, knowing he going home to a female every night and it's not me. You see what I'm saying? You see the dynamic here? So yeah, you don't never, you guys date until you're married. You date or wherever, whatever. If you don't believe in marriage, I understand that. Date until you in a committed, serious relationship and you meet the one that you know is the one for you, right? He wasn't the one for me. There's no way. You wouldn't go through the divorce process. Even if she was going to go to the police and tell all your business or whatever you did back in the day and send you to jail. Okay, at least call her bluff on that shit. I don't know. Like, at least be like, you're not going to do that. You know what I mean? Like, there was I didn't have a dog in the fight, basically. Like, I don't care, So, and my cousin put me up on game, and then she was all like, you know what? It's so many females out here just giving they hearts to men, and they do them so wrong and dirty. And she told me, she said, you could tell a guy that you gave him your heart, but don't really give him your heart. Like, you really don't have the heart. If you give a man your heart, what you gonna have for yourself? You gave him everything. You know what I mean? You don't never want to be in that position or that situation to where you don't have nothing. You gave your everything to somebody. That's power and control. Like, they can alter your state of how you feeling. And don't never be in that situation. I'm not saying do what I do. I say do better. I say you can avoid the situation. I mean, I'm not saying a guy can't leave you for his wife. I'm not saying that neither. I know that's some cases as well. But I'm just saying, don't never put your eggs in one basket when dating. If you're a single individual, don't never ever put your eggs in one basket when dating. But the experience was definitely like a roller coaster, many ups and downs. We fight and argue. I'm all like, that's not even my man for me to be going through all it is, right? I'm all like, you not even my guy. Like, you're not gonna stress me out. Like, you're not. I block, delete, fall back, all that stuff. I stopped showing up to the club. I stopped going to the places where I know he be at. Like, I'm done. Like, boy. And it's not like you gotta leave me for her. That's like, it's just wasted energy. I can be doing something else more fulfilling with my time, or be with somebody else who really is trying to be with me, right? So I got a couple potentials I need to work on. But all seriousness though, I mean, have fun out here dating, get to know people, socialize. Don't be scared to interact with people. It's a learning experience. Be careful, be mindful, because I know dealing with a married person, like you dealing with your life, because I don't know what that lady was capable of. I seen Snapped, I seen True Crime, like I didn't know what that lady was capable of. But I know she wasn't gonna leave that man without, you know what I mean? I knew she wasn't gonna leave that man just because he was, caught creeping or cheating or whatever. So, she a writer. I said, you got a woman head over heels in love with you. I said, you got a writer. She loved me for all the wrong reasons. She don't love me for me. She love me what I do for her. Not my problem. That's not my issue. I treated you like a genuine friend and you felt that. You felt that realness, right? Well, guess what? Access is denied, right? Because you don't get to have your cake and eat it too over here, right? But it took me a while to get to that realization and grow up, because when a guy put pressure on you, I'm like, dang, why you, like, jeez Louise, hold on, you don't get your turn. Hold on, bro. Like, I got you. You gonna get your time and opportunity to chit chat with me and stuff. So, that was that on that. I mean, there was a whole lot of stuff that went in and out that relationship. I mean, I showed up to the club a couple times. Some incidents kind of went down, and just a whole bunch of stuff. And I don't need to be a part of that. Like, where I'm going in my life and my trajectory, I don't need to. It's like low vibrational. I don't need to be around people and in the club scene and bikers and all that stuff. Like, I don't need to be around that. I know I'm better than that, and I know that whoever's gonna be for me, and I don't gotta fight, I don't gotta go through, he ain't gonna be married, you know what I mean? I don't think the Lord gonna send you somebody's husband, and if he do, he gonna be ready for you. If it's like, if it's your man, it's gonna be your man. It's gonna be your man. Like, even like when we used to sleep together, I'm like, dang, it's good, but it ain't my good. You know what I mean? Like, it's good, but it's not like mine where I can say, okay, I can lay with him all day and all night. It wasn't that, right? It was, okay, I'm finna go do this. I'm finna go make a run. You know what I mean? It was that type of situation. It wasn't like, okay, I'm finna just mess your head up and you just gonna be thinking about me all day. It wasn't like that. Maybe he thought it was like that. I don't know. I can't speak for him, but I'm like, it wasn't like that for me to be like stigmatized over. Like, it was never given that, but it was good though. Like, I can't even lie. But in all honesty, I know I'm talking about this lady's husband, huh? If she hear this, I'm sorry, girl. I'm so sorry. But he came up to me, shoot, and I didn't know he was married until like a week later, until he told me the situation. I was already interested in him, so I was like, what the D hitting for? I ain't right. Don't do what I do. Do better. I promise you, do not do what I do. Do better. Please do better. This is not cute. I just want y'all to know that if a man is pursuing you, watch his patterns. That's the point. Watch how he operates in his day-to-day life. Just sit back and observe how he moves, how he handles you. Is he consistent? Are you his priority? If he says something, does he deliver? Is he a man of word? Character, actions, all that stuff. That's all I'm saying, because he was many of those things, but he also lacked a lot of those things. Like, communication was horrible with him. You know what I mean? He say one thing, he do another. You see what I'm saying? He don't communicate how, like, communication for a relationship to be successful is everything, right? I can only go off of what you say. So if you tell me you're going to do something, then I expect you to get it done. Not like, oh, something came up and I couldn't get it done. You ain't never communicated none of that stuff, right? That's what I'm talking about. Patterns, behaviors, day-to-day life, what's really going on, right? But, yeah. Other than that, child, listen, he was fun, though. I mean, I had a good time with him. He was a cool cat. Like, yeah, he was like really, like, he was cool. Yeah, I keep y'all posted. I might do a part 2. Something's telling me he's gonna be trying to reach out soon. Like, it's been a week since I last spoke to him or had any communication with him. I feel like I'm going strong, but yeah, let's see if he pop up to my house or something. Child, listen, I got security cameras. Look, bro, I'm not home. You'll have to come back next time. But no, for reals, I really do need to be safe out here. I really do need to make sure I watch my back and everything. But I might have to do a part 2. I keep y'all posted on my story time and my dating, fiascos and stuff and escapades. But yeah, I haven't posted on YouTube in a long time. This is weird. Okay, y'all. I see y'all in the next video. Y'all take care now. Okay, before I head on out, I just forgot to add this little tidbit. Okay, us as women, it's not our responsibility to fix a man. If a man has a lot of trauma issues and all that stuff, girl, don't be trying to be that man therapist. Like, and I felt myself trying to do that stuff. I'm like, you're not gonna deplete me of all my good energy. Like, I gotta get to work. I got employees I gotta run. Like, I gotta preserve that stuff for my kids and, you know, my job and, you know, like my clients and stuff. Like, I can't be sitting up here and you just can't come over here and just dump all your issues on me. And, you know, I'm a good listening ear. If you want advice or if you want me to listen, either way, I'm good. But I just noticed mental health in black men is, it's like an epidemic. Like, it's like lack resources. You know, us as women, we have women empowerment, we have girls trips and, you know, girls retreats. I don't see that a lot for men, and it's really sad because I feel like we expect them to perform top of the tier, top of the line each and every day, and they have nowhere to go to vent or to release or have an escape. I'm not making excuses, but I've seen like men, I don't think even they look back on their childhood and how damaged they are to even see if they want to fix and change themselves. So it's like, okay, you telling me all of this, like, I'm not your wife. That's in the back of my head. I'm like, why you not telling your wife this? Or, you know, why you not going to your wife and explaining, well, like, what do you want me to do with this information? Right? And it started to get like a little bit overwhelming, and it came to the point where like, okay, I can't deal with this no more. Like, cause that's all it was. It was all like, I was his, I don't want to say safe haven. Well, I guess, cause he'll come over here and he'll like sleep. Like, he'll nap all day. He was like, I ain't getting no rest. I can't sleep at home. I can't breathe at home. Like this is my peace. Like, I guess my house was his peace, right? And okay, but you're not gonna sit up here and do that all the time. Like, boundaries, you know, expectations. Like, no, you're not gonna do that. And I don't want my son to like let that be an example. Like, you let somebody come over here and lay up in your house and, you know, I'm not going to say he wasn't contributing, though. I can't say that. If I needed a bill paid, he would come through. I can't say that. And not that I really needed a bill paid, but I just wanted to test his gangster a little bit to see if he would come through. And he would. Hair done, nails done, money. Like, I can't say he ain't ever did that. So I didn't mind him come over from time to time. But it just started to get a little bit uncomfortable because I'm like, dude, you married. Like, regardless if your marriage is in shambles, like, leave. But, you know, when a person is stuck and, you know, they do got property and kids and situations and businesses, it's probably not that easy to just get up and go to the divorce court. But then my cousin was like, if he really wanted to, he would. And I kind of believe that too. I'm all like, yeah, if he wanted to, if it was worth it to him, you know. And that's the part I couldn't wrap my mind around it. And maybe somebody can make it make sense. It's like, you see this peaceful lifestyle, you see, you know, you have somewhere where you can lay your head at, and you know what I mean, and yet you get up and go back to the chaotic, traumatic lifestyle. Like, I don't get it. Like, you just like a recharge, like, okay, I'm rested now, I can go find my battles now. Like, I don't get that. Like, that's insane to me. Isn't that insane? It's like, you can have a peaceful life, stress-free life. I mean, I'm not going to say, like, I ain't going to, like, stress this man out. Like, if I have an issue, problem, or concern or something, I definitely would address it with him. I'm not saying that, like, it's going to be all peaches and creamy over here. But I can say it's better than where he at. You know? I mean, I can say that I'm not fussing. You know? I'm not where you at, what you doing, where you going. I'm not trying to be up under you like that. Like, I give that man the leeway to do what he want to do, because why? You not my man. I can't control no grown man. I can't tell no grown man what to say or how to speak. I can't control the words that come out his mouth. You know, that's not my place. I will never do that. But you know, some people try to be like micromanage over their relationships, and I don't get down like that. But yeah, for the longest time I'm like, okay, if you say my house is X, Y, and Z, you can go to sleep and you comfortable over here, but why would you go back to where you know it's dysfunction? Then to this day I still don't understand that mindset. Like, Anyways, but yeah, don't, yeah, no, I gotta keep my space clean, and you know, I got to for my sons. Like, I need my son. This is my son's castle. To be honest, no, for real, honesty, like, I work hard and I provide so my sons can have a stable living environment. I really do. Keep it clean, keep it cute, keep it organized, keep it well maintained, so my sons can have a living, dwelling place where they can relax their mind. I cultivated that energy. Now that I can say, so I can understand what he's saying. But then you go back is where I'm confused. And then you come back to recharge. And then you go back. No, you're not about to keep on playing with me like that. Because then when my for real man pull up, it's going to be a problem. And then you really got to go back to where you came from, right? Because a man that's going to be for me, he not going to have that. A man that's going to be like, oh, you the one? Oh, you can't come over here no more. Bro, you gotta kick. Then it's an issue. It's a problem. And I know Virgo gonna be like, hey, but I was here first. But then dude gonna be like, but I'm here now. And then it's just gonna be a situation. So I'd rather just cut it off now, before it even get to that, right? Before it's even like any situation, commotion, confusion, or anything. Bro, I haven't spoke to you for X amount of times. I haven't been around you. We haven't done this. We haven't done that. So I gotta free up some space so my man can come home. Does that make sense? And he on his way, and I can feel it. And yeah, a man that's gonna love me, be about me, be single, ready, and available. Okay, back to date nights, getting cute, traveling. Yes, speaking it all into existence. My man. Definitely on the way. Definitely giving vibes. Definitely, I'm here for it. But yeah, no, don't be trying to heal these men. They can heal themselves. They better take it to the Lord in prayer. They better hello. We can only do so much, ladies. I really want us to stay 10 toes down, stand on business when it comes to these men, and don't let these men manipulate you at your money, at your position, at your mindset. Keep it healthy, keep it cute. And if a man asks you for money, ask him when he gonna pay you back. Ask him. I said, you asking for money. I said, when you gonna pay it back, sir? When am I gonna get my money back? And but be willing to take that risk too, because if he don't pay you back, then what? So yeah, we don't give money out around here. That part. That's the point of that. Like, no, because 9 out of 10, if you asking, you can't pay it back, right? Yeah, that part. So keep your money in your pockets. That's based on situations and circumstances. I don't like telling people what to do with their money, though. It's really your money. If you want to give it away to a nigga, that's on you. But oops, not a nigga. Oops, sorry, you too. A man, then that's on you. But yeah. It was just I just had to come back and say that. Keep your sanity, keep your dignity, keep it cute. Lead with your head held up high, taking each and every lesson learned towards that experience and applying it to a new situation. Don't let it change your heart posture. Trust the man, his words and actions, because one without the other is just manipulation. No, an apology without change behavior is manipulation. Sorry about that. If he says one thing and do another, that's a character flaw, honey. There's nothing you can do about that, especially if it's a pattern. If you see a pattern, and never explain to any man how to treat you. You can tell him your likes and dislikes, but how to treat a queen, how to treat a woman should come so naturally. We're not forcing no relationships. We're not begging no relationships. We're not doing none of that. Okay? And I really, really, really wish everyone listening under the sounds of my voice to have a healthy and happy relationship, not only with yourselves, but with others. Cultivate that positive energy. Get to the bag. Get to your money. Keep it cute. And most of all, girl, love on those who love on you. And separate yourselves from those who don't. Okay? Life is too short to be anything less than happy. Okay? So that's my story time that I have for y'all. And I'm going to end it on a positive note. Come back. Continue, share, follow my page. I'm going to get it up and going again. But in the meantime, you guys have a good rest of the day, evening, night, wherever you guys are listening to this from. But yeah, my story time. Okay, I think I'm done. If I have anything else, I'll probably make another video or put it on. Yeah, I'll make another video or something, and upload it then. But until then, it's me, Janae, and I am out.